and call it his first NFL touchdown, though.
Right, yeah.
Look,
right.
Dude hit a 70-yard field goal.
That's right. I was thinking the same thing. We can't count that. So
yeah, I said that to Aaron Torres last week, Brian. I'm glad you're on the same wavelength with me. If I can't count the 70-yard field goal, then I can't say that's his first NFL touchdown either, because it means that all these things don't matter. Like, he has to do this in the regular season for that to be a touchdown. So you're with me on that?
I'm with you on it. It's sort of like what do we have? The NBA Cup. Like the championship game. It happens. Like, those shots went in, those shots didn't go in, but none of the stats count. So it's kind of what I saw, the 2 touchdown passes. It happened with Shedeur, but statistically, it's as if it never did happen because it's preseason.
Yeah, I mean, I saw like Jackson Dart, first NFL touchdown. No, man, no. Also, if I'm Jackson Dart, I don't want that to be my first NFL touchdown. Like, this is. Yeah, we can't count this. Yes, it occurred and we saw it with our eyes. But if we're gonna say that's the first touchdown, then we also have a new record holder for longest field goal. And I don't think anybody is going there. I also, real quickly, let me do this first. It's a time for a new job. That was your Express Pros Pro of the Week. It's time for Express Employment Professionals. Quit the endless online job search. Enlist the pros. And Express never charges job seekers a fee. Go to expresspros.com. Okay, so if you hit a 70-yard field goal in preseason, you got to give that guy a chance in the regular season to do that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if it's before the half. Why wouldn't you?
Right.
Like, instead of trying this, Hail Mary, unless you can sling it 75 yards. Yeah, trot him out there, try a 70-yarder for sure.
Especially if you're in the right stadium. Like, if you happen to be against my Broncos.
Oh, yeah.
In Denver, you definitely do it. But if he can hit a 70, like, I've got to give him the opportunity to do it when everybody will agree it counts.
Yeah, absolutely. You're in Detroit, you're in a dome or what have you. Like, yeah, he was in Jacksonville. That's the other part that blows my mind. It wasn't this controlled indoor environment. Or if you said, what's your best chance to hit a 70-yarder? No one is like, oh, Jacksonville. Absolutely. It's Denver, what you mentioned. I could name 5-10 other stadiums before I got to Jacksonville, and he still made it.
Would that be if he hits a 70-yard field goal, does that become the most famous thing that's ever happened in the Jaguars franchise?
Man, maybe it's I flash back to Natron Means, like I want to diss Fred Taylor, but Leonard Fournette beating the Steelers on the road, but I mean, that's one of them. It's on the short list. That's a sad thing, man. When that's on the short list.
the most noteworthy thing for the Jacksonville Jaguars to me, like, historically, has been when they almost made the Super Bowl that year.
With Mark Brunell.
And Brunell, that year too, as a matter of fact. So, like, there's a couple there, but like the things you most remember about the Jags is like Urban Meyer and some of those things. It's not as much the other stuff.
Yeah.
Their history is not particularly deep, I guess is what I'm saying. So there's a lot of room to create history, I would say.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man. I'd have to go back and get the exact stat, but there is just a gross stat in terms of Jacksonville picking in the top 10, like, I don't know, 15 of the last 18 years or something insane like that, where it's like, wow, man, they've picked that high that often. It's like, yeah, they've been that bad for that long. It's been a long haul of suckiness for Jacksonville.
So quickly, anybody more than Trevor Lawrence in a prove-it year in the NFL this year?
Man, he's up there. I think Caleb Williams, just in terms of the eyeballs, the talent around him, the backlash, if he doesn't prove it, he'd be on the short list also.
Yeah, there's definitely some guys. We didn't get as deep into that as possible. We're going to turn it back over to Bino, and he will drive the ship for the third hour of the show. I got no idea where he's going. That always makes it fun. We'll be right back.
We are Sports.
Hey, it's Jonas Knox. There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but one thing's for sure, you need a PC you can rely on. Whether it's for school, gaming, or whatever your next chapter holds, Lenovo.com has the tech to help you succeed. Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale, where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
When your reputation's on the line, you don't leave anything to chance, especially your primer. Painters trust Kills primers for a smooth start, strong adhesion, and serious stain-blocking power. And now, the full Kills lineup is available exclusively at the Home Depot. Need it fast? Get same-day or next-day delivery, or order online and pick up in-store. Kills primers. Pro results, faster. The Home Depot. If you're a pro, you know.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
The left lane is blocked off by an accident on I-35 northbound at Onion Creek Parkway. It's going to cost you about 20 to 25 minutes to get past, and these delays start from Main Street. Looking onto the service road of 290 eastbound for a crash at 183, but some good news on I-35 northbound. The earlier crash at St. John's Avenue has cleared. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Lowe's. At Lowe's, pros save big every day on trusted brands like Whirlpool. And now, Lowe's is the exclusive home improvement retailer for the Whirlpool water treatment product line. Shop trusted brands like Whirlpool and more in-store and online.
Would you drive 10 minutes for $500? That's the distance from CarMax to Henna Chevrolet. And Henna guarantees you $500 more than any CarMax offer for your vehicle. Just show Henna your written CarMax appraisal offer within 7 days, and you'll get $1,000 more guaranteed. Is your time worth $50 a minute? It is at Henna. Come get your money at Henna.com.
Henna Chevrolet, we'll always stand by you.
Together, let's drive.
iHeart presents the Big Three Playoffs. This Sunday, the remaining 4 teams battle to make the championship in the most physical, fierce, and competitive basketball league in the world. The action starts with the Big Three Monster Energy Celebrity Game. Then Dwight Howard and his Ellie Ryan take on Montrezl Harrell and Dr. J Chicago Triplets. The finale will see popular Miami 305 with stars MVP Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson take on Nancy Lieberman's Dallas Power. Who will make it to the Big Three Championship? The no-holds-barred action starts Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific, only on CBS.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 and monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey. If you're listening to me right now, I have one thing every business needs most. Attention. Think about it. We swipe and scroll past stuff all day. But when we're driving, cooking, and working out, we're also listening. That's the magic of audio at iHeart. We're in your next customer's ears while they're living life and listening, just like you are right now. So get your customers to listen up today using radio, digital, and podcasts. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
We all remember that one teacher who made a difference. Now's your chance to say thank you in a big way. iHeartRadio's Thank a Teacher, powered by Donors Choose. Nominate an outstanding teacher in your life to be among the winners of $5,000 to stock their classroom at iHeartRadio.com/teachers.
You can't be stopped with Unstoppable's Laundry Scent Boosters because they give your clothes 24-hour nonstop freshness. So even on your longest nonstop days, you'll be confident in smelling fresh all day long. Try now for as low as $5 and smell unstoppable.
From the Audiovisual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horns, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app. It's the Morning Kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer, Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
Good morning, Austin, K-Town, Pflugerville, H-Town, Pearland, El Paso, San Antonio, and Silsbee, Texas, or wherever you may be listening. This is a Throwback Thursday edition of the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone. 21 days from the Eagles and the Cowboys, 16 days away from Texas and Ohio State. Eric Henry of Horns 247 joins us at 7:34. Lifetime Longhorn and number 16, Lance Gunn, joins us in our Legends of the Locker Room segment at 8:17. Shotty is testing my patience, but he explains not to worry, and the Texas women's basketball team got to work in Toronto. I am your host, Mike Hardball Hardge. My co-host is a WWE Hall of Famer and recognized as the world's strongest man. He is the Mark Henry.
Good morning, Austin.
And our guy Marcus is behind the boards. And if you want to be a part of the show, all you got to do is text the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. That's the word Texas, followed by your message to 81530. Standard data and message rates may apply. Also, if you want to voice your opinion or get a chance to win a pair of tickets to an upcoming event, all you got to do is use that talkback feature on the new and improved iHeartRadio app. It's the microphone. You hold it down, you leave your voicemail, and if it's good enough, you might even hear it on air. So we are 16 days away from Texas taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes. The Ohio State Buckeyes are a team that a lot of folks are looking at and trying to figure out who they are going to be. Obviously, you're the national champion, defending national champion, and you open the season up against the number one ranked team in the country in the preseason poll by AP voters. But also, you have got an opportunity to kind of gauge where you are. We were talking about this a little bit yesterday, Mark, and talking about the fact that Texas is one of those teams that early in the season, you look at their roster and you say, okay, look at these names, look at these players. There's some opportunity there. But the other day, Coach Sark was talking about their schedule. Last year, the schedule was so favorable. We had a bunch of great home games. Well, this year it's completely flipped. And now Texas is at one point going to be on the road basically for a month. And you think about that, that is rare in today's sports. But it is putting Texas in this opportunity of success. You get a chance to bond. You get a chance to know exactly where you are. And Coach Sark was asked about the fact that Texas is going to be basically some road warriors.
Yeah, very unique. I noticed that when it came out, it might have came out last season, as a matter of fact. I was like, wow, this is a little bit different. It just is what it is, you know. It's uniquely challenging. I mean, we have some very tough road games. Obviously, the first game, you go to the Shoe, that's going to be against a great opponent, defending national champs, tough game. You open in Gainesville at the Swamp, one of the more difficult places to play in the country in our SEC opener. You play at Kentucky at night, which ask any other head coach in our conference what that's like. That's difficult. We're going to go to Mississippi State, and we're going to hear the cowbells ringing in our ears all night long. And then, we're at Georgia, who hasn't lost a home game, and I don't maybe since the last century. I don't know when the last time they lost at home. So we have a very difficult road schedule, and then the ending of our home schedule is difficult with Vanderbilt, which we all know had bit enough people in the butt last year with their very good football team, and then we get back-to-back rivals with Arkansas and A&M. And so, like I said, I think the key for us is 1 week at a time. And I hate using coaching adages with you guys. Like, I hate that because I hate it when I listen to a press conference and guys use it. But for us this year, that's kind of the secret sauce. It's like, what's right in front of us? Let's be present in the moment and prepare for that opponent and not get caught up looking down the road. Man, when's our next home game? We can't worry about it. I mean, it's over a month, right? It's almost a month and a half between home games. So let's just, as you all know, man, we go on the road. You got to pack your defense and pack your run game, and then whatever happens after that, hopefully we got a shot.
Bring your own guts.
Yeah.
Like, that's going to be a very serious thing to get those young guys' mind in the place where we can't change the situation. Let's go and dominate the situation. And how good is it going to be to come home? You know how it feels when you've been on the road and you get to sleep in your own bed.
Yeah.
Like, and then you get to play a game in your home stadium and you've been booed and booed
Yeah.
and you finally get your fans.
Yeah.
That team, I would feel sorry for them.
Well, the thing about it too, he's talking about the game at Florida, right? So you go to Ohio State, and we'll hear from Aaron Taylor was talking about Ohio State and who they are. But you go from that game to play 3 home games against lesser opponents. Let's be honest about it. I mean, you still got to come out and show out because the 11 a.m. game, a 3:15 game, and a 7 p.m. night game against Sam Houston. But you go to Florida, and then you go to the Cotton Bowl, and you take on Oklahoma, a team that is going to be better, got a better quarterback, better situation. They're going to be better. Then you go on the road. So you're going to be on the road from October the 4th till November the 1st, which is a very unique situation for the Texas Longhorns. Well, I mentioned Aaron Taylor just a little bit ago and the guys from CBS with our guy Brian Jones, who will be on with us next Thursday. We were talking and listening to them about this Ohio State football team. They are making adjustments, but the talent level is still there. I mentioned to you the other day, 3 unbelievable players, Jeremiah Smith, Caleb Downs, and their linebacker is considered one of the playmakers. So they too have rebuilt and are trying to defend their national title. And here's what Aaron Taylor had to say.
Yeah, but they're moving from the hunter to the hunted. That's a whole new set of problems.
That's not new for Ohio State.
It's not new, but when you have the target on your back and you've got complacency and human nature that can set in, it does become a little bit different of a set of challenges than what they had a year ago. They've got 2 brand new coordinators that they need to break in. They've got a brand new quarterback they're going to need to break in. Their offensive line, which really became a strength after the injuries last year, was decimated. So a lot of new faces there. And that NFL talent on the defensive side of the ball, it's a much different set of circumstances this year. Honestly, they remind me of what Michigan had to go through last year, figuring out all those pieces early in the season. But you got to give them the benefit of the doubt. They've earned that, but it's not going to be an easy road for them. And I think it's going to be challenging early.
And it's going to be challenging early because of the fact that they got the number 1 ranked team coming into town with a Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback, who, by the way, is number 16, a safety that is recognized as a preseason All-American, which is number 16, because we are 16 days away. And we'll have another safety that comes on who in the Legends of the Locker Room segment,
Number
Lance Gann, who is
16.
number 16 as well. So the number today is 16, folks. So you're going to be hearing a lot of
Get your
that.
lottery tickets.
Exactly.
Put it in now.
James Street, great quarterback for the University of Texas, number 16. So there's a lot to look forward to, but to the point of what he was saying about the hunted and the hunter, you start to think about this, man. You mentioned it just a second ago. You've been on the road, you're going to get booed. Well, Texas is already used to that. I mean,
Right.
you are the hunted. The bullseye is on your back even more so
Every game.
than ever before. So to me, it's not a big deal. This is what you come to the University of Texas for. You knew coming here that was what it was going to be like. So you're locked in and ready to go. And I know that Coach Sark is not worried about it. And you mentioned the fact about being on the road and having the time and being able to sleep in your bed. The beautiful thing about football, you only have to be gone for 2 days.
True.
That's the beautiful thing about football. So you get in, get out.
It's a
Whoop they
business trip.
behind, tear up their furniture, and come on back home. That's what this is. So I can't get enough of this, man. I'm so ready for football to start.
I also think, Hardge, that this is a team of brothers, and you could tell they.
What he means, brotherhood, guys.
Brotherhood.
Not just brothers.
You're too much. these guys really love each other. You can tell it's not vibrato. It's not like some manufactured thing. They really want to see each other do well. And there's no way that these guys are not going to put Arch on their back.
Right.
They're gonna be like, look, man, we got you. We want you to have those numbers. We want you to have the Heisman. We want you to win a national championship, because when you win, we win.
Yep.
Like if they can hold them up, this could be a great ride for us.
Yeah, this season is going to be one for the ages because of so many things that are happening in college athletics. This is going to be a memorable year.
And nobody can say that Texas did not go above and beyond with an easy schedule.
They on the road.
They are on it.
Now, did y'all hear him speaking French?
Parlez-vous français?
My man said,
we.
Well, we are the home of Texas athletics, Texas football. You can hear all games right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone, and always free on the iHeart Radio app. Coming up in the next segment, we're going to continue these conversations and so much more. NFL has holdouts, and I want to see where Mark is with these thoughts right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Light the tower burnt orange.
Grounded to short, backhanded by Good, fires to first. Texas wins the national championship.
Texas softball has won their first national championship in program history.
The Longhorns are on top of the college softball world.
1300 The Zone, the home of national champion Texas softball. Our iHeart Radio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is back in Vegas.
T-Mobile Arena.
Streaming live only on Hulu. A weekend full of superstar performances. And keep listening for the next chance to win your way there.
Capital One is the proud presenting partner of iHeart Radio Music Festival, bringing great products, rewards, and services to its customers. What's in your wallet?
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
The accident on I-35 northbound at Onion Creek Parkway has been taken care of, but there is still a residual backup starting from Main Street, adding 15 minutes to your morning drive. You're pretty slow at the moment on 183 northbound going from 130 over to Highway 71, as well as slow traffic on Loop 360 southbound from Spicewood Springs to Bee Cave. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places to take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
After 48 years, Factory Mattress is going out of business forever. Over $15 million worth of world-class mattress brands must be sold immediately. Up to 80% off at Austin and San Antonio's largest independent mattress retailer. Everything must go, right down to the bare walls. Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. No interest financing is still available. The Factory Mattress going out of business sale is happening now at all 14 locations. Don't miss it.
It's time to warm up that scoreboard and get ready to bring home the win with Specs. Specs has you covered with lower prices on all your favorite fan fuel. From craft beer, rare spirits, and world-class wine to chips, dips, and gourmet finer foods. And with same-day delivery when you order online or through the app, Specs is your MVP for the biggest score of the game. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Here's to you, cheers to savings.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a lawyer, but getting some guy who just watches courtroom dramas.
Guilty, erroneous, sustained.
Are you just saying random words?
Don't settle for just any insurance. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The reviews and ratings are in, and Ice Cube's Big 3 is the surprise hit of the summer. And to cap off the season, iHeart presents the Big 3 basketball playoffs. This Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, the remaining 4 teams battle it out for the right to make the Big 3 championship in the most physical, fierce, and competitive basketball league in the world. The action starts with the Big 3 Monster Energy Celebrity Game, where your favorite stars compete in Big 3 3-on-3 basketball. Then the first of 2 semifinal games features Dwight Howard and the LA Riot taking on Montrezl Harrell and Dr. J's first first place Chicago triplets. The finale will see popular Miami 305 with stars MVP Michael Beasley, and last will make you dance Stevenson take on Nancy Lieberman's Dallas Power, who finished the season winning 5 straight weeks to capture second place. Can Glenn Rice, Greg Monroe, and Paul Millsap stop Miami's physical assault, or will Miami and Beasley put an end to Dallas's winning ways? Who will make it to the Big 3 championship? This no-holds-barred action starts Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific, only on CBS.
Hey, listen to this. All I needed was a new starter. Got a great deal on eBay. Did it myself.
Yeah, that's cool. But how about the soft purr of an upgraded exhaust when it fits just right?
For me, it's the little things, like these new windshield wipers from eBay I installed. From small fixes to big upgrades, eBay has all the parts you need at prices you'll love, guaranteed to fit every time. eBay, things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included, so you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
Let's go.
You're still glowing, flirting, grooving. You still got it. But your immune system weakens as you age, making it harder to fight flu, pneumococcal pneumonia, RSV, and COVID-19. Vaccines are a key part of any health routine and help strengthen your immune response. Ask your doctor or pharmacist which vaccines you need. Schedule in minutes at vaxassist.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
It's Bud Light's countdown to kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
Welcome back to the Morning Kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. We have our guy Eric Henry of 247 joining us in the next segment. And don't forget, make your time known right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Legends of the Locker Room segment. We will be joined by our guy Lance Hunt, number 16, safety here at the University of Texas. So we'll get his thoughts on last season and, of course, getting ready for this season. Speaking of the season, there's a lot of folks that are still trying to figure out what's going on in Dallas when it comes to the Dallas Cowboys and Micah Parsons. Jerry Jones is still the one that people want to punch in the throat for so many different reasons. I'll let you hear from Jerry in just a moment on the Micah Parsons situation. But when you start to think about these teams and the expectations of their squad, these key players are the reason why they're expecting so much from those squads. When you look at some of these guys that are holding out, and I can start with the guy in Cincinnati. He's an important part of the success of their football team. Trey Hendrickson. They need Trey Hendrickson to be available at all levels because you got to be able to get to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And he is an integral part of what they have done with their squad. So you're sitting here now, Trey Hendrickson, the edge rusher for the Cincinnati Bengals. He's holding in and out. He's requesting the trade, but more importantly, he's trying to get more money because, like we've talked about, a lot of these guys are at the end of their big contract days. So why not try to get your money, especially when you have outperformed the contract that you have signed, because you have now been one of the most successful rushers in the NFL over the last 3.5 years. Myles Garrett got paid. Max Crosby got all the guys that you were up against. You have now surpassed those guys.
All of which, like you said, outperform their contracts. And Marcus made a good point on Tuesday saying that was NFL contract is really a framework of your value. And when you exceed it, which I didn't particularly believe that for Haywood because Haywood signed a deal last year, and he didn't put it in the contract to get advancements. But this case, Hendrickson deserves. He's second.
Yep.
Number 2.
Yep.
Micah Parsons deserves it. And yes, they have contracts. But like you said, the contracts are frameworks. Pay the dues. I always go back to Patrick Ewing. Patrick Ewing had the most unbelievable contract of all time in any sport. I get the top 5 for the entirety of my 10-year deal, regardless of whether I'm number 1 or number 21.
Right.
I get the top 5 percentage. That's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So when you exceed your contract, you should automatically be in the category to be a top 5 percentage. Then there's no problem. But the problem would lie in, can you afford everybody else?
Yeah. I mean, but let's be honest. Let's be 100% honest.
Okay. I'm about
the
honest.
salary cap is a suggestion. You can pay whatever you want.
You can pay the penalty.
Exactly. And if you got it, we talked about it yesterday, and we'll get into it in just a moment.
Cincinnati don't have it, though.
Cincinnati is the worst place.
They broke.
Yeah, they stay broke. They selling TVs.
Check the check.
They selling TVs to get more money, to get back up there and buy more TVs. I'm like, this is ridiculous.
You keep bringing up old stuff.
But the fact remains that you need to have a guy like that, because if y'all are trying to win now, you have to have every piece of the puzzle with you. Cam Hayward, Mike Tomlin, I'll get into him in the next in the 8 o'clock hour, top of the 8 o'clock, about people on the hot seat. You can't afford to have pieces missing when your job is on the line.
There you go.
And that's the same with both of these guys. Zach Taylor, Trey Hendrickson, you need him. Mike Tomlin, you need Cam Hayward. He's your veteran. He's your leader. He's your guy that you need to have, along with TJ Watt, which is why you went and signed TJ Watt.
And everybody follows him.
Exactly.
Like they follow the leader. He's the guy that's like, listen, man, I know you might not like me, but I need you to respect me and hear me right now, because this is about us. I'm not thinking about me.
Yep.
Those guys, sign them.
And we're going to continue it, because you got to now look at Terry McLaurin, wide receiver for the Washington Commanders. You have a quarterback that is on the upside, one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. You was trying to move him up in a different spot the other day on the quarterback tier.
Yeah.
But you start to look at the Commanders. What does every team try to do when you got a stud quarterback? Win before you got to pay him.
Right.
So why is it that you're not going to bring his best wide receiver, his go-to guy, and give yourself a chance to win now? Because now is the time, because they have the pieces. They went out and got Von Miller. They went out and got Kinlaw. They went out and got their defense better.
Yeah.
Because
which is scary.
Which is why you look at this team and you could say, besides the Philadelphia Eagles, they're the best team in the NFC. And they could be in the conversation.
Not to mention, Hardge, Terry is the most consistent of those guys. And he's not that old.
No.
Like, he's not an old receiver. You know, Odell Beckham is an old receiver.
He has 1 year remaining on his contract that he signed in 2022. Why is it that you see how talented he is and how important he is?
Third down, he's the guy.
He's your most important player besides your quarterback, because you got to have his best friend out there, a wide receiver, somebody he trusts. It's those types of things that I continue to look at, and I question how you are trying to be that team that wants to win now. You got the player, but you're not trying to enhance his team.
Why not do the Eagles playbook?
I
do not like the Eagles. I will not, if I have the first overall pick, I will not draft Saquon Barkley. I won't do it because I just don't like them. But they do it right.
Yeah.
They do it right. And tell me, what about the Eagles says, I don't know. They just don't never put a good product on the field.
They're going to always put a good product on the field, and that's why it is frustrating.
That's why they won the Super Bowl.
It frustrates you because of the fact that they have not done the things that they needed to do in these particular moments. The Cowboys, which is where I'm at right now with the Micah Parsons situation. Micah Parsons is still holding in, still demanded a trade. He is under contract, so, yep, go ahead, talk about that. But Jerry Jones was asked, where are you right now with the Micah Parsons situation and understanding about, are y'all having these types of conversations?
Really, nothing. So why don't you talk? Again, nothing would be that, and we might or might not talk. And the rest of that gets on what we do every day.
What? Hey, Jerry, is there any movement with you and Micah? Are y'all talking? No talking. There's nothing. There's no movement. We may or may not talk. What?
Does he think it's gonna go away? If I don't look, the monster don't see me. The monster don't see me. I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking. I'm gonna close my eyes. My eyes are closed. I can't see. That's what he's doing.
Remember our sound that we played yesterday. I need to create controversy when there's no need for the controversy.
Well, he got me.
Well, here's the deal. I think what we all need to do is just stop. They shouldn't ask him. Well, you know how he always wants to do a press conference afterward? Nobody show up. Wow. Nobody go talk to Jerry. Just everybody focus on the players and leave Jerry alone.
You coordinate it and I'll follow you.
Coming up next, we're going to go back and talk Texas Longhorns as we get closer and closer to the game against Ohio State. 16 days away. And we'll be joined by our guy, Eric Henry of Horns 247. Coming up next, right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
There's a crash being reported on the service road of 183 northbound at Burnett Road, and taking a look onto the service road of 290 westbound at Harris Branch Parkway. A stalled vehicle blocks off the center lane. And a reminder for ongoing construction work, the exit ramp is closed off on Mopac southbound off to Far West Boulevard. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Abacus Plumbing, Air Conditioning, and Electrical in 20628.
Here's a great deal from Abacus Plumbing. Get a water heater flush or a mainline drain cleaning for only $49 each. That's a professional water heater flush or a mainline drain cleaning for only $49. Abacus, you can count on us.
Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here. Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
iHeart presents the Big Three basketball playoffs. LA plays Chicago, followed by Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson taking on home team Dallas. Win or go home. Big Three playoffs starting with the Celebrity Game. CBS Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific.
Quiet down, there she comes. Surprise! Your accountant just emailed to say your quarterly taxes are way higher than you were expecting.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting discounts with a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Also, your favorite employee is leaving. They're going to pursue their dream of being a veterinarian.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Discounts not available in all states or situations.
Did you know that driving under the influence of marijuana is illegal? Driving high will get you a DUI. And if you're wondering if law enforcement can tell you're driving high, well, everyone else can. Friends,
I can tell you drove high.
parents,
I can tell when you drive high.
relatives.
I can tell. You drove here high, didn't you?
So what makes you think law enforcement can't?
I can tell.
If you feel different, you drive different. Drive high, get a DUI. Paid for by NHTSA.
Cowboys owner Jerry Jones revealed he overcame stage 4 melanoma with an experimental drug. Also said that nothing is holding back contract talks with Micah Parsons. The Texans placed tight end Dalton Keene on injured reserve. Texas coach Steve Sarkisian said the high expectations on quarterback Arch Manning are unfair but expected. Astros beat the Red Sox, take the series in Houston. I'm Ronta Moss.
This is 11-year NBA veteran Katina Mobley. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Thrivent. Thrivent. Planning your finances is bigger than money. It's a way to support the people, causes, and community you love. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more. Connect with us at Thrivent.com.
Get fired up, y'all. Season 2 of Good Game with Sarah Spain is underway, and we just welcomed one of my favorite people, an incomparable soccer icon, Megan Rapinoe, to the show. Take a listen.
Sue and I were like riding the Lime bikes the other day, and we're like, whee! Like, this is unbelievable. People ride bikes because it's fun.
We've got more incredible guests like Megan in store, plus news of the day and more. Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Good Game with Sarah Spain, and listen now.
Longhorns baseball plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
I just sent.
Welcome back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone. Mike Hardball, Hardge, world's strongest man, G. Mark Henry, and of course, our guy Marcus is on the board. I want y'all to make sure that y'all tune in at 8:17 because of the fact that we're going to have lifetime Longhorn and legend Lance Gunn join us to be able to get on to the show as we break down all things. We're efforting Eric Henry of Horns 247. We'll find out where he is in just a moment, but we'll get into the Texas Longhorn conversation. We were talking about Texas and the expectation of the season, road games, who they're playing, where they're playing these games. But news came out yesterday that one of the biggest games that Texas is supposed to have was going to be in the Swamp with Florida. But news is coming out of Gainesville that DJ Lagway is still dealing with a calf injury, and they're not sure how severe it is. Obviously, that game is a ways away, so he'll have plenty of time to rehab and get ready to go. But one person put out there, and I don't like the fact that they put this out there because it seems to me as bad juju, but they were talking about the fact of the Kevin Durant, Halliburton, and forgot the other person that was dealing with a calf injury. But they were talking about the calf injury leading to a bigger injury with the Achilles. And
Jason Tatum.
Yeah, that's who it was, Jason
and
Tatum.
also Dame Lillard. They all had calf strains that led to torn Achilles.
Yeah, so
ruptured Achilles.
You start to wonder how exactly that is going to play out for him, the severity of it all, and where we're supposed to be in those situations. So that's something to pay attention to. The news also came out that Ohio State is now leaning closer and closer to naming Julian Sayin the starting quarterback for Ohio State as they get ready to take on the Texas Longhorns. Ryan Day made the comment that he believes that Sayin is Joe Burrow-esque in the way that he moves in the pocket and how he can lead his football team.
So what you saying?
I'm just saying that they believe that might be
They believe
their guy.
Sayin?
They may be their guy. So we will see what exactly
I see what you're saying.
Mark, I got it the first 12 times you did that. I was just ignoring it as best as I possibly could in that situation.
Oh, that's so good.
But you start to understand where all of this is headed. I start to look at one of these things too, because over at Horrors 247, they decided to, and we're going to see where Eric is in just a moment, but they were deciding on which level and what are some of the grades that you would look at some of these positions. How do you rank the positions? Who's number one? Who's number two? If you had your choice today, what would you rank as the number one room on this team?
On Ohio State?
No, Texas.
On Texas? As crazy as this might seem because it's unproven, I would say running back, because CJ Baxter healthy with a Trey Wisner that showed that he can rush for 1,400 yards and double-digit touchdowns. Those two guys with a youngster, a guy that was a freshman last year, and Baby Rhino, who is, they say, doing the best that he's better than last year. That's three guys that will pound the ball at you. If you can get a base block, the second guy that's going to hit him is going to hit him 3 yards down the field. And a linebacker is going to get tired of that. And you know, Marcus always plays the sound, the beast mode. And beast mode is always like he put it in there for you. I'm gonna hit you over and over. Like that is the mentality of this offense. And Arch is gonna be able to pull it and go down the sideline by himself.
Well, you also got to put in the fact of Christian Clark, somebody that
yes,
a lot of folks hadn't got a chance
Sorry,
to see.
Christian, that I didn't mention you because he is a talented running back too and can catch it.
Yep. And he's coming back from the knee injury, but he's going to be ready to go. And they have them as the number 4 room on their breakdown of the top rooms. For me, the number 1 room for me is the linebacker room. And I can probably
it's hard to argue, but I would give it to the running backs because I feel like they're unproven. That's why they're 4th.
Yeah, I believe that the linebacker room is something that if you start to look at who is in there with Anthony Hill and Leongo Lafau, those are guys that came in together. We heard about their relationship, the communication that they have, some of the stuff they don't even need to say because they know each other has one another's back. And then you also put in Ty Anthony Smith, who has been getting a lot of praise throughout his time on the 40 acres. He's been able to be a playmaker and come up big. You also now have moved Trey Moore from the defensive end part or the weak side linebacker or however you want to do. I mean, not weak side linebacker, 2 weak side linebacker, but he was coming off the edge. And now you have that. And a guy that has been getting a ton of credit is Arkansas transfer Brad Spence. When guys have been talking about some people that are standing out, Spence is one of the guys whose name pops up during that time. Another room that they consider pretty high in this situation is the cornerback room. The cornerback room they have at number 3 with Malik Muhammad, Jalen Gilbo. Kobe Black has done an unbelievable job as well, getting a lot of run. Santana Wilson, son of a former NFL player, he is getting some love. So Texas, as you start to look at this secondary, because they're going to be challenged. If you look at Ohio State, their strengths is their wide receiving core.
Yeah.
They're going to be challenged the first game out of the block. But I always look at it like this. As easy as they're going to say they're going to be challenged, that Ohio State wide receiver core is going to be challenged as well.
Yeah, if I'm the secondary guys, I'm the best friend of Colin Simmons and Anthony Hill and LaFau. I'm like, guys, I need y'all to get to him.
Right.
I need y'all to put the pressure on because we don't want to cover these guys for 3 seconds.
You can't.
We need 2.5. We need 1.8.
Yep.
Like, we can cover everybody for 2 seconds.
Right.
I mean, blanket them. But that's the secret sauce is that pass rush.
You had mentioned something a little bit earlier. You were talking about fantasy football, and you were talking about TreVeyon Henderson. TreVeyon Henderson was the one who really broke Texas's back on their screenplay when he took it to the house. But they held Jeremiah Smith to just 1 reception. So now the challenge is because
they picked the poison.
Because they also know Ohio State is like, we can't have that happen again. We got lucky in that instance. We cannot have that again. So they're going to try to devise some ways to get him the rock as well. Coming up next, we're going to give you a chance to win a pair of tickets. And also, Swiftie fans, we found out something that made us even like her even more.
Yes, we did.
Right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
The Craig Way Show, weekdays at 2.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center, Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
There's a crash being reported on the service road of 183 northbound at Burnett Road, and taking a look onto the service road of 290 westbound at Harris Branch Parkway. A stalled vehicle blocks off the center lane. And a reminder for ongoing construction work, the exit ramp is closed off on Mopac southbound off to Far West Boulevard. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Discover. Guess what? Discover's accepted at 99% of places to take credit cards nationwide. You heard right, 99%. If you don't think so, maybe it's time to face facts. You're stuck in the past. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report, learn more at discover.com/credit card.
Mark, look at that man's car. Fresh rims, candy paint. But that tag, it still says temp tag.
That ain't it, player. That's a flag on the ride. You can't pull up to a tailgate with a name like Texas Beast and a tag that screams, oh, I just got this.
Man, go to myplates.com and get a plate that says Sack King or Horns Up.
Make your ride as strong as your game face.
Go to myplates.com, rep the zone, that's your keyword, and ride like a champion.
Liz went from being interested in true crime to living true crime.
My husband comes back and he's shaking. He said, your dad's been killed.
This is Hands Tied, a true crime podcast exploring the murder of Jim Melgar.
I was just completely in shock.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Hands Tied, and listen now.
iHeart presents the Big Three Playoffs. This Sunday, the remaining 4 teams battle to make the championship in the most physical, fierce, and competitive basketball league in the world. The action starts with the Big Three Monster Energy Celebrity Game. Then Dwight Howard and his LA Riot take on Montrezl Harrell and Dr. J Chicago Triplets. The finale will see popular Miami 305 with stars MVP Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson take on Nancy Lieberman's Dallas Power. Who will make it to the Big Three Championship? The no-holds-barred action starts Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific, only on CBS.
Good morning, Doctor. Doctor? Hi, Doctor. Doctor?
Dr. Jackson's practice is growing.
What do you mean we're still short-staffed?
He needs a good patient doctor.
How do we not have enough doctors to doctor all these patients?
And he doesn't have the patience to sift through hundreds of resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. When you sponsor a job on Indeed, it's easier for talented candidates to find it, which makes it easier for you to hire them. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but one thing's for sure. You need a PC you can rely on. Whether it's for school, gaming, or whatever your next chapter holds, Lenovo.com has the tech to help you succeed. Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale, where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. With Progressive, you can reach customer service in the way that's easiest for you, by phone, app, or online. We know it would be great if we just magically appeared, but that's more of a genie thing, and we do insurance. But with us, you'd be like, well, it wasn't a genie, but it was great customer service. So that's nice. And sure, you probably would still like the whole 3 wishes thing. So if you meet a genie, you should definitely ask. But when you need us, contact Progressive by phone, app, or online. Just no genies. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
The largest gun show in Central Texas is back in Round Rock this Friday through Sunday. Texas Gun Shows, voted the #1 gun show in Texas, will be at the Embassy Suites off Interstate 35 in Round Rock in the same parking lot as Bass Pro Shops this weekend. Can't make it Saturday or Sunday? No problem. Check out the sneak peek Friday 4 to 7. Hundreds of tables of guns, free parking, and no need to take a toll road. Do not miss it. For more info, visit gunshowstx.com. Texas Gun Shows, making gun shows guns again.
Get the Apple Leasing Advantage today. Visit appleleasing.com. That's appleleasing.com.
From the Audio-Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KVET AM Austin, your home for the Horde, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app.
Find your iHeartRadio everywhere. There are hundreds of ways to experience iHeartRadio at home and on the go, beyond the iPhone and Android app and at iHeartRadio.com. Here's another way to connect to iHeartRadio. Apple CarPlay. Our iOS app comes alive in your car's dashboard with a seamless way to play your favorite music, radio stations, and podcasts. Developed with driver safety in mind, the Apple CarPlay interface was built for simple navigation and to limit driver distraction while making sure you can still access all your favorite content from iHeartRadio. No need to download another app. Just plug or pair your iPhone with your dash, and if CarPlay is available in your vehicle, iHeartRadio will sync automatically. iHeartRadio, everywhere you want to listen, including in your car through Apple CarPlay. Check it out for free now. iHeartRadio, anywhere you want to listen, iHeartRadio is there.
Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, your home for the Horns.
Back to the morning kickoff right here on Sports Radio 1300 The Zone. Right now is your time to get an opportunity to understand. You get a chance to win a pair of tickets to go see Breaking Benjamin in 3 days grace at the Moody Center, September the 3rd. Your keyword for today is new. Get over to the Holiday Street iHeart Radio app. The microphone. The keyword of the day. New. Win a pair of tickets to go see Breaking Benjamin in 3 days grace at the Moody Center, September the 3rd. Mark, a lot of people, including my daughter, are huge Taylor Swift fans.
Uh-oh, here we go.
A lot of people are now Swifties that probably weren't Swifties because of the relationship that she has with one Travis Kelce. By the way, Travis Kelce was on GQ. I know you've seen those pictures. It is kind of interesting, disturbing, and so many other things when it comes to some of those pictures. You remember that scene when Martin Lawrence was doing his stand-up and he said, water glistening all over your body. Well, he has a picture like that in GQ, and a lot of people are making comments. A lot of Swifties are making comments. But we know that Jason Kelce and his brother Jason Kelce have a podcast. I mean, what did I say?
You said
Jason and Travis. Sorry. They have a podcast called The Heights, and it's one of the most popular podcasts that's out there, and a lot of people are following it. Now there's even more people that are looking at it because of Taylor Swift. She did an exclusive interview with them. Well, during that time, and she did an album release. And during that time, she made a statement about the NFL draft and how excited she was, and let us know that she was worthy for James Worthy.
You diving into the football world wholeheartedly.
Oh my God, I fell in love with it. I became obsessed with it. I became like a person who was running through the halls of my house screaming, "We drafted Xavier Worthy!" And my friends are like, who body snatched you? What do you mean we drafted Xavier Worthy?
I forget where I was, but you were the first person to tell me that
No,
we
I was
drafted the fastest
screeching.
man in the draft.
No, I was screeching. I couldn't believe it. I was freaking out. We're
I
talking
couldn't
about
believe
like,
it either. I'm like, wait, is she right? I had to look this up. I'm like, she she get the wrong information here? But yeah, we traded up.
Yeah, we're talking about cover 2, cover 4, cover 0, man cover. We're talking. We're learning.
Yeah, she's all in, and it's not James Worthy; it's Xavier Worthy. If she was a fan,
James
of
James Worthy's got. I don't know if he have any life left in them legs.
His check engine light is definitely on.
She got a hold of YouTube. That's what it was.
But the fact of the matter is, throughout this transformation, she's been getting a lot of flack. People don't want to see her on the camera. And if you go back and you really do a deep dive in how long she's actually being viewed during these games, it is less than a minute total of all the times they pan to her.
Right.
So it's not a big deal. I could care less about those situations. The one thing I was tired of was seeing Jackson Mahomes all the time. And it was probably even less than that, but he was annoying. But the fact remains that she's not just a person now that is dating a football player. She's
a fan.
She is immersed into the game, and she spends time with Andy Reid. They hang out with the Mahomes. They are doing things as a couple, and the fact that he is embraced it. He gets a lot of flack because he used to be, soul brother number 2. Now he's back over to where he wants to be. You know?
Just leave it alone, man. Do like Michael Jackson. Leave it alone.
But now he's got a new fans himself. He's got the Swifties that are a part of him, and he better not do nothing wrong to Taylor Swift, because just like the Beehive go after
they'll
me.
come for you.
Exactly. But it is an interesting piece that she was so excited that they got Xavier Worthy, as was Xavier Worthy, to find out that he was going to the Kansas City Chiefs because he's got a good quarterback.
Well, how about this, though? She knew enough that the fastest guy in the NFL or at the combine would stretch and put the defense at a cover 2 most of the time, which would leave the middle open for Travis to have a better time.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she knows enough.
She's learning ball now that I guarantee you she was not paying attention to football like that until
Are you
she
sure?
started.
Because she sound way advanced.
Well, they've been together for quite some time now, and he's watching film. So if you are part of something, you're gonna learn everything about that. So you can be good, just like him going to all these concerts. Like he was not going to Taylor Swift's concerts.
I guarantee you, he did not know every song that she sang.
Not at all.
But he does now.
Yes.
But how smoothly she chunked out cover 2 and
because he's like, he probably had to explain a lot of it
watching
film.
And plus, when you're sitting there watching film, which Travis has to watch hours worth of film. And she's like, "Are you still watching film?" Yes.
Right.
And then she's going to sit down there with him one day and he's going to just start explaining it. Like
yeah.
It is what it is. I had to do that with wrestling to my family because they were worried about me.
Right.
And he said, "You ever get scared?" I'm like, "No, I don't get scared. I'd rather practice and rehearse."
They scared of him.
Yeah. Most of them.
Most of them. but I was a guy that studied. And I watched so many matches, Hardge. I watched 15 hours of wrestling a week. Now, I watched more back then.
Yeah. And you're not even participating.
Right.
Yeah.
I had more time, though.
Yeah. But now, first off, I can't believe we just did a whole segment on Taylor Swift and her.
Yes, we did.
We
did that.
We Swifties now?
Are we Swifties?
Xavier Worthy being drafted and her friends saying, "Who body snatched you?" Because you're not
That's
the
not
same,
you.
That's not the same person that we knew before that had zero idea. And I haven't heard any of her new music because I don't think she has breakup songs.
But I'm going to.
I don't think there's breakup songs in there because she's been with Travis for
Hey,
a
listen,
while now.
I'm going to listen to the music because if she loves what we love, why shouldn't we give her a shot? You know what I'm saying?
Are you being serious?
I'm dead serious.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not having them come for me because my daughter is a Swiftie.
Just nod your head,
Yeah,
just
my-
go along, because the people on the camera watching you, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, Hard, you kind of got a little defensive."
My daughter is a Swiftie, so what she wants to listen to, I would listen to. But the thing is, I don't have to drive her all the time, so she don't get control of my radio in my car.
Man.
But I will give it a chance and
then we'll come on and sing a song.
No, we won't.
Why?
We're not. Listen, your shower music and what you want to listen to in your car is yours.
Hey man, let's
Just
not
keep
talk
this
about
beat
me
right
in the
here.
shower.
We're not doing that either. Hour number 1 is in the books. Hour number 2 is just around the corner. Make sure you're tuned in for the entire second hour. But of course, we got Legends of the Locker Room segment with Lance Gunn, former safety and lifetime Longhorn.
Not James Worthy?
Coming up, no. Right here on the morning kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Need life insurance but have diabetes, high blood pressure, or on anxiety meds? If you're a 50-year-old male, even porky, or with type 2 diabetes, $1 million of life insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. For affordable term life insurance, call Term Provider and speak with Big Lou at 800-444-2013, 800-444-2013, or visit biglou.com. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. 800-444-2013.
Craig Way here, voice of a local college football team, and for Dr. Greg Eckert with Advanced Dentistry, where I've been a patient of his for over a decade. You can experience a new level of dental care in Austin with Dr. Eckert. They provide general, cosmetic, and advanced restorative dentistry. Unlike a lot of dentists, they're open on Fridays. And get this, Dr. Eckert is giving away Zoom teeth whitening for free with every new patient that schedules. That's a $600 value. Give them a call today to set up an appointment. 512-345-3166. Dr. Eckert is spelled U-E-C-K-E-R-T. DrEckert.com.
iHeart presents the Big Three basketball playoffs. LA plays Chicago, followed by Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson taking on home team Dallas. Win or go home. Big Three playoffs starting with the celebrity game. CBS Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific.
What's the best place to reach new customers for your business? Wherever they are. And that's exactly where you can be with iHeartMedia. We talk to our listeners everywhere, from the car to the gym to the kitchen. Your next customer is listening. And not only can we get your message to your audience, we can also show you how it's working in real time. That goes for broad brand messaging and targeted hyperlocal influencer campaigns alike. Start growing your business today at iHeartAdvertising.com. That's iHeartAdvertising.com.
New car prices going up? You're not imagining it. That shiny new ride just got even more expensive, making it tougher than ever to justify trading in. But here's the good news. Maaco can make your current car look and feel new again for a fraction of the cost. From fresh paint to light bodywork, we help you get more out of what you already own and love. Book your free estimate online or visit your nearest Maaco today. Free estimates, friendly service, fast turnaround. Better get Maaco.
If you're exhausted with your online job search, then turn to the pros. Express Employment Professionals. Your local Express office is your one connection to endless job opportunities. With just one application, they can help you find a job across dozens of openings. And as always, job seekers never pay a fee. Visit expresspros.com with more than 870 locations. There's an office nearby to help you. Find a location, go to expresspros.com. Whether you're looking for contract work or a full-time position, let Express help.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just one cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025, Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gig a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
An app for pics, an app for playlists, even the app for scrolling endlessly at 2 a.m. But only one app puts the live radio dial in your pocket, the free iHeartRadio app. Get what millions already have. iHeartRadio, the #1 app for radio.
From the Audio Visual Consultation Studios, Sports Radio 1300 The Zone, KDET AM Austin, your home for the Horde, and the #1 preset in your car and on the free iHeartRadio app. morning kickoff. The morning kickoff. It's the morning kickoff with Mike Hardball Hardge and the world's strongest man, WWE Hall of Famer Mark Henry, on your home for the Horns, 1300 The Zone.
We are 16 days away from Texas and Ohio State. We talked a lot about the Texas schedule, got a very interesting schedule. We also talked NFL holdouts, and we had a whole segment on the Swifties. Coming up in the next segment at 8:17, lifetime Longhorn and former safety here at the University of Texas, and he used to wear number 16, Lance Gunn, will be joining us. We'll also have the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take, and we will finish off the show talking about Texas women's basketball. That's right, they had a game yesterday, and we will talk about that. But right now, I want to go back up to Dallas because of the fact that we're going to talk coaches on the hot seat. And I'll explain my reasoning behind this in just a moment. But they have a list that is out right now of coaches that you would consider being on the hot seat. And a lot of those guys are connected to players that have made some changes and are being held out of camp, Mark. And I'm going to start at the bottom of the list because there's multiple names that is on this deal. But I'm going to start in Cleveland with Kevin Stefanski. Kevin Stefanski, two-time AP NFL Coach of the Year in 5 seasons in Cleveland, but now they are coming off a 3-14 campaign, and now they have 15 quarterbacks in their camp right now. And by the way, Deshaun Watson, I don't know if you've seen the video. Deshaun Watson is almost back. He is almost healthy. He is pushing himself. He has been working out. He's throwing. That will add another quarterback into this diabolical mix of quarterbacks. And news came out yesterday that Shedeur Sanders, who everybody's been talking about, will unlikely play against the Philadelphia Eagles because he is dealing with an oblique strain. So now this is putting more heat on Stefanski if he doesn't do well. Another name that's out there, Jonathan Gannon. He is the Cardinals head coach. He is somebody that if Kyler Murray is on his last stand in Arizona, he could be on his last stand. Shane Steichen of the Indianapolis Colts, Daniel Jones, Anthony Richardson. Do either one of them going to make you keep your job?
No.
Exactly. So he is on the hot seat. Brian Daboll, somebody that we liked when he first got into the league and what he was able to do. Now you're looking at over the last couple seasons, they're 9-25 in the last 2 seasons. They drafted Jackson Dart, who could be their future,
right,
but you're going with Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston.
As you should.
Now you're putting your next job in this.
But you always get another year when you get a quarterback and you
Not
have
if you
them
make the wrong
acclimate.
decision on the quarterback.
Well, I don't think it would be a right decision to start him because they're going to
I'm
throw
talking about the
everything at
wrong
him.
decision if you went out and got Russell. You would get a little bit more time if you started Jackson Dart because you would expect the struggles. But if you go out and get a quarterback like Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston, for them to go out there and do that, it kind of creates a different conversation.
Yeah, and you paid them, so you got to play them.
Yep.
Unless you're just horrible at other spots on the field.
Their defense is going to be one of the best in the league.
I'm talking offensively in another position that
you're responsible.
They got
for
Scatterboo
that.
now.
That's the reason.
That saves them.
But that's the reason why a coach.
Remember Ron Carpenter?
He's Neo. He's the one.
Okay, he is that one. Not even believing that. But their defense is going to be talented enough. They got Malik Neighbors at wide receiver.
Yeah, he's going to be a top 5 wide receiver.
Exactly, in fantasy draft. There's no excuse is basically what I'm saying. Mike McDaniel, he is on the hot seat 1,000% because 2 things. Number one, he just doesn't seem to have control of his football team. Number one, he does not seem to have control. He's funny on the sidelines. He's quick with the media, but at the end of the day, they need dubs in Miami.
And Tariq Hill is starting to wear thin with me.
And he's starting to wear thin with Miami. I mean, like, this is one of those things that they
You better get rid of him so you can get something for him.
Because he's definitely still got some juice. Zach Taylor, you have Joe Burrow, you have Jamar Chase, you have your guy holding out because you're not paying him Trey Hendrickson. The offense is going to score points, but you got to be able to stop somebody. You can't keep winning games in the NFL 45-40 and keep thinking it's a good
You said
move.
something interesting yesterday that mojo, magic, or whatever it is that happens, Kansas City Chiefs was a byproduct of it.
Absolutely.
On the win situation.
Absolutely.
They won 8 of 9 games, one-score games last year.
Yeah, their point
and you
differential,
said,
I think, was
that's
like
never
11.
going to happen again.
Can't.
Miami was on the other side of that. I mean, the Bengals were on the other side of that. The Bengals, out of the 7 games that were one-score games, they only won 2.
But they always, the only reason why
They lost 5 games that were one possession.
But the problem with the Bengals is they always start slow in September. Over the last couple seasons, they are 7-14-1 in September under Zach Taylor.
Wow.
You have to, that's the difference.
But
think about
a lot of that was because of injury to the quarterback and the quarterback not starting.
He played all year last year. Joe played all year last year.
And not having the Cowboys right now, not playing your starters, and you not having a cohesive understanding between your quarterback and your receivers. You're learning on the fly.
That's why they started last week. That's why they played in the game, because they weren't getting enough reps in game situations. Scrimmages, I understand it, because scrimmages are still controlled as well.
Right.
So you still have to go out there and handle that. And the number one name on there is Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin is under pressure right now because that story of
his face starting to shine like a diamond. He under so much pressure.
He is that guy. Never had a losing season in the NFL. That is a great moniker. But the last time you've been to the Super Bowl was 2007. The last time you had a playoff win was 2016. The Pittsburgh Steelers and the Dallas Cowboys are living parallel lives, but Dallas is 30 years. So we ain't even talking about that. That's 30 years.
Quite.
But here's the other part. You go out and sign a grandpapa at Aaron Rodgers to go play quarterback for you. You go out and get DK Metcalf and Jalen Ramsey,
who dropped as many balls as anybody in the league.
Yes. And you now got rid of George Pickens. Thank you for the Cowboys thinking that. So this is a win, absolutely. Now, they've only had 3 coaches since 1969. They have to win, or those people are going to make a change. I know that the Rooneys love Mike Tomlin and don't like to make changes with their coaches. I get it. But at a certain point, these fans in Pittsburgh, they're going to be pissed.
What if? Can we play the what if game for a second?
Sure.
What if Mike Tomlin, bringing Aaron Rodgers in, they go to the playoffs and they win a playoff game? What if?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of what ifs. What if
ifs and buts was candy and nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas.
Well, I'm gonna add another name to that, and I know I shouldn't.
Oh, here we go.
But it's Schottenheimer. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm not liking some of the things that I'm hearing from him. And he was challenged yesterday by Jesse Holley, former Dallas Cowboy, and now works with our guy Clarence Hill Jr. He was talking about, you're saying one thing, but you're doing something different. If you are going to be a man that says we are going to be a team that'll run it down your throat, and then you come out and throw 6 straight passes, I've got an issue with that. And here's what Schottenheimer fired back at Jesse Holley.
Well, I love the question, number one. And I will say this, the one thing I will always be with you and everybody, the fans, the players, I will always be authentic. I'm always going to tell you what I think and what I believe. Here's what I would say to you. We went into that game last week with a very specific purpose. We wanted to kind of put Joe out there and sling it around a little bit. That was the plan, and see how he handled it. And quite honestly, we started slow. We had limited opportunities. I wouldn't read too much into what you see in the preseason. The preseason is for evaluation. I don't have to go out there on the first preseason game or even this game against Baltimore, Atlanta, and run it 50 times to show that. I think I would go to my history. Okay. My history of coordinator in Seattle, led the league in rushing in 2018. Coordinator in 2008 in New York Jets, led the league in rushing. So again, I appreciate and love the question. The question's a fair question, but I wouldn't read too much into what you see in preseason football in general, but even more this year. Why? Well, we're trying to evaluate certain guys, and Joe Milton's a guy that needs to play a lot of football. He's going to play a lot of football this week and then the next week. And we're certainly being smart with what we show. And why would we do that? We would do that because this is the one chance that we'll ever have here in Dallas where we don't show people in the preseason what we're doing, because next year they're going to have a really good idea. They're going to have hopefully 20-plus games to look at and evaluate. This year they don't have that. Hey, are we going to be Seattle? I don't know. Are we going to be Arizona? I don't know. Well, what about are we going to be Dallas? And I kind of like that.
You just made the list.
I love it. I love the way he answered the question. He said it with his chest. But why wouldn't Joe Milton hand the ball to somebody? Why wouldn't they do some zone read? Why wouldn't they do some stretch or some RPO? Like, run, you can still run the ball.
I agree. And I think that there's some importance to understanding exactly who you have and what you have. And even in those scrimmages, you have not been able to move the ball. That's why you've been so mad. That's why you threw the bombs during the game. You have to establish something. Don't be talking about history, because the history ain't been
Don't
good.
be going back to old stuff.
Exactly. Coming up next, we are going back to old stuff. My guy Lance Gunn, former Texas Longhorn safety and representative of number 16. That's right, 16 days away from Texas and Ohio State. Right here, coming up next on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone presents the Craig Way Show.
Life is Good by Joe Walsh.
Life's been good, but that's close enough for
right.
Joe.
You know, when I see that album cover, for some reason, he looks like Dale Earnhardt to me. With the mustache. Now, I haven't really seen what he looks like in person.
Right.
Or back when it was.
Trust me, if Dale Earnhardt were alive today, he would not look like Joe Walsh. There's not many people look like Joe Walsh how he looks today. Trust me.
Join Craig Way weekdays from 2 to 5 p.m.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
A couple of crashes out there this morning along highway service roads on Research Boulevard going northbound. There's reports of an accident around Burnett Road. There's also a crash on the Mopac service road going southbound at Breaker Lane and a 20-minute out of your drive through stop-and-go speeds on I-35 northbound. You're slow from Highway 45 to William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossig with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Payday. Hardworking people need a hardworking candy bar. Packed with peanuts and filled with golden caramel, Payday is definitely working hard for you. So grab one now to power you through the day. Payday, peanut caramel bar. Get to it.
Looking for top quality permanent fencing for your home or business? Look no further than Viking Fence. With over 50 years of experience in Central Texas, Viking Fence delivers craftsmanship you can trust. Whether you need wood, iron, or a custom solution, Viking has the perfect fence to fit your needs. What sets Viking Fence apart? They source the finest quality Western red cedar lumber direct from the mill, the most durable and attractive fence material available. Plus, they offer 3 grades of fence pickets to meet every budget. So whether you want Viking to install your fence or you're taking on the project yourself, call Viking Fence today. They pride themselves on excellent work, outstanding service, and an honest reputation. Call 512-601-8911 for a free estimate. That's 512-601-8911. Or visit VikingFence.com/radio. That's VikingFence.com/radio for your free estimate today. When you think fence, think Viking.
iHeartRadio Music Festival, presented by Capital One, is coming back to Las Vegas September 19th and 20th. Streaming live only on Hulu. Tickets are on sale now at AXS.com. Get your tickets today. AXS.com.
Jake from State Farm. I just beat my running PR, so I'm celebrating.
Keep celebrating when you bundle and save with the State Farm Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
iHeart presents the Big Three basketball playoffs. LA plays Chicago, followed by Miami's Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson taking on home team Dallas. Win or go home. Big Three playoffs starting with the celebrity game. CBS Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific.
You work hard to provide for yourself and your family, and that's why identity theft is so scary. Not only does it pose a threat to your financial well-being, everything you've worked so hard for, but it's also a danger to your family. Even children can be victims. It's not their money thieves go after, obviously, but their social security number. Fortunately, there's LifeLock. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, LifeLock will fix it guaranteed or your money back. Act now and save up to 40% your first year at LifeLock.com. Use promo code NEWS. Terms apply.
Do you owe the IRS or state back taxes or haven't filed in years? Whether it's personal or business debt, the team of tax attorneys and IRS enrolled agents at Tax Network USA have saved our clients over $1 billion in tax debt. Dial pound 250 today and use keyword tax network for a free consultation. That's pound 250 keyword tax network or visit tnusa.com. Tax Network USA. Real lawyers, real tax pros, real results.
Tax Network. Do Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis symptoms keep coming back? Tremfya, guselkumab, may help, with rapid remission achieved at 12 weeks and lasting clinical remission at 1 year. Some even saw visible improvement of their intestinal lining at 12 weeks and 1 year. Tremfya is a prescription medicine used to treat adults with moderately to severely active Crohn's disease and adults with moderately to severely active ulcerative colitis. Serious allergic reactions and increased risk of infections and liver problems may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check you for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, flu-like symptoms, or if you need a vaccine. Healing is possible with Tremfya. Approximately 3 out of 10 patients were in endoscopic remission at 1 year, based on areas visualized on colonoscopy, which may not represent the deeper bowel layer or entire GI tract. Individual results may vary. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today. Call 1-800-526-7736 to learn more or visit tremfyaradio.com.
It's Bud Light's countdown to kickoff on 1300 The Zone.
We're back, baby. 16 days away. What better way to enjoy 16 days away from Texas and Ohio State than bringing on our own number 16. He's a Hall of Honor member, and he's a lifetime Longhorn. He is Lance Gunn, and you see him right there. Big Sid, what's up, baby?
Gentlemen, what's going on? Good morning. Got the 1-6 in the background too, right?
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we got you now. So I want to get right into it. 16 days away from Texas and Ohio State at the Shoe. You have played in some big ball games, but I guarantee you hadn't played in one as big as game number 1 when you're taking a trip to Columbus, Ohio to start the season. What are some of your fondest memories of your time on the 40 acres, but more importantly, what you've seen from this football team over the last couple seasons?
For sure. So from that standpoint, getting 4 against OU is always nice, right? Can't beat that for sure.
Say it with your chest.
Always comes in handy for sure. We had a couple big games. Game versus U of H in 1990 was nice as well, right? So we had some decent wins for sure. So from this team standpoint, right, this coach has done a fantastic job, right? He got 25 draft picks the last 2 years, some Outland trophies, some Thorpe Award, right? So just across the board. When you look at this team now, a little deceptive. I think they got 9 starters returning, but there's 4, 5, 6 guys. Like Colin Simmons isn't listed as a starter. Burke isn't listed as a returning starter. Arch isn't listed as a returning starter. That we know those guys can play and are going to make a lot of plays for the Longhorns this year. So we are going to the shoe. We will be there with our burnt orange on. We're leaving out of here that Thursday night, get there Friday, and we'll be there at big noon.
I like that.
In the shoe.
I like that. We're talking to Lance Gunn. And Lance, you know, I sit here today and think about the times when you guys were here on the 40 acres, and then you fast forward. Your team finished number 3 in the country one year. And this Texas football team, you go from 8-5, and then you progress. And you can, 5-7, then to 8-5, and then you continue to progress. And one of the things that stands out to me is the leadership in that locker room and the buy-in that a team has when you start to listen to how they talk. They sound like Coach Sark in a lot of those instances. Is that something that you've noticed as a former player and being in those locker rooms?
Absolutely. You can certainly see that Sark spent a lot of time with Saban. The way you build a program, the way you recruit, and obviously getting the right guys in the locker room that not only have talent and athletic ability to make plays, but also can help you build your culture, right? And that deal. So I think he's got something that's sustainable for sure, right? And they've been close, right? You're a player or two here or there, and they're certainly playing for a national title and winning an SEC conference game or conference championship. So they're doing all the right things. Us as Longhorn fans, I'm sure them as a program is like, hey, you know, they'd like to get an SEC championship this year and get a national title if at all possible, right? That's kind of the next big step for the program.
Lance, I've always been a big fan. Your style of play was Ed Reed, like very smart, cerebral, but would come up and tackle. What do you see in this secondary that Texas has right now that is reminiscent of your play?
For sure, right? There is a high level, to your point, of savvy across the entire, right? So they don't give up any big plays. They may get beat here or there. They're rarely out of position, right? You don't see a lot of blown coverages. And obviously they've got talent and athletic ability. A Thorpe Award winner last year, a couple of guys are going to be on the Thorpe watch list going into this year. So I appreciate you saying that, right? You are, I'm a big fan of yours as well. And I know that means a lot coming from you. So I thank you for the kind words. I really appreciate it. DBU is back. Let there be no mistake about it. And it is in full effect.
I love it. I love it. We also were talking about this too, because we're going to stay with the secondary a little bit. Obviously, Michael Taft wearing the number 16 and representing it to the fullest. You also have the quarterback, Mr. Manning, that everybody is talking about across the nation. When you think of both of those guys, obviously we can wait on what we expect from Arch because he's got to get himself out there. But Michael Taft playing that position, that safety position, making big plays, being a leader in that back end, it's got to be refreshing to see that, especially with a guy that's wearing your number.
For sure. Certainly, I thought that was one of the biggest guys that decided to come back this year, right? To kind of bring that whole deal together. You always want to be solid up the middle. And like I said, he kind of directs that deal and makes a lot of plays on his own. I just asked that when they retire our number that they give me a little love, right? They get a little mention for your boy.
Oh, you gonna get it. You gonna get that love. If you don't get it by them, you gonna get it by me and Hardge.
I'm gonna hang that deal up, but I just want him to mention me, just in passing. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No doubt.
Yeah, Hardge and I, we're gonna be the Lance Gunn bandwagon. We're gonna pull up. We're gonna have about 16 jerseys on and say, "Don't forget our guy."
Exactly. I appreciate that.
2 ends on the back.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So,
and then obviously Arch, right? I mean, I think the ability to make plays off script is going to be the biggest difference, right? I mean, I think he'll run the offense, do things, but there's going to be some times when the play doesn't materialize as it's designed, and I think he's going to be able to make a few plays along the way.
Yeah, you and I have had conversations about this as well, being that he is a lot more mobile and willing to run as opposed to what we saw from Quinn. But when you look at him as the Manning family, the heir to the throne, as you would say, you start to understand that Coach Sark's offense now, we may see a full gamut of his offense because of the ability to hit that deep ball and the ability to want to throw that deep ball.
For sure. I think you're saying it absolutely right. It makes play calling a little easier, right? It doesn't have to be perfect. And again, when it goes off script, he can make some plays and certainly appears to open up a little bit more of the playbook in that piece. And then obviously the pressure, there's a lot of talk, but I think, he's felt that his whole life, right? The minute he decided to play quarterback, the minute he decided to play quarterback in the SEC, it just came with the territory. So I don't think that is as big a deal to him as it may be to any of us, just because I think he's lived with that his whole life.
Lance, if you're Arch Manning and being a guy that played in the secondary for so many years and at a high level, what is the most dangerous thing to you? The tight end coming across or running the seam, or you having to play cover two and worry about a guy that can burn you to the pylon?
The cover two piece, right? That covering that there's a hole in the middle of the field. And to your point, that post corner piece, that stuff. And he can put the ball on the line and put air in it, right? Whatever he needs to do. So I think that piece right there is going to be the toughest. And I think will be, again, another difference in the way the offense looks this year. The ability to throw the ball a little bit more in the middle of the field. I think you'll definitely see a lot of that.
I think I know the answer, but what's your prediction for Texas this season?
I think they win a national title. I don't know that they go undefeated, but I think they win an SEC championship and a national title, right? I mean, I think this is the last 2 years in particular has been working towards this. I think Ohio State showed us something last year. You don't have to win a conference title to win a national championship, right? That is no longer a barrier, right? Matter of fact, I believe they finished 4th in the Big Ten, if I'm not mistaken, not second or third. So, but I think they get a national championship done for sure.
I love it. Love it. There he is, our guy, Lance Gunn. We will be pointing to number 16, but it's going to have Gunn on the back of it because he always represents. I appreciate you taking the time, my brother, and we'll have you on again soon once the season get rolling.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Hook 'em horns.
There he is, Lance Gunn, former Texas Longhorn and a Hall of Honor member as well.
Yes, sir.
When we come back, it's the world's strongest man bringing you his world's strongest take right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone.
Legends of the Locker Room. We just going live and we taking over just for you. Legends of the Locker Room. Legends of the Locker Room. We live on the air and you know them. Yeah.
From the Odoo.com Traffic Center. Odoo.com, the only business software you will need.
There's a crash on Highway 71 at Vale Divide, causing some minor slowdowns. Looking onto Loop 360 going southbound, construction work is adding to your morning drive between 2222 and Westlake Drive, causing about a 10-minute slowdown. And there's a 15 to 20-minute add to your commute on I-35 northbound due to stop-and-go traffic between Highway 45 and William Cannon. I'm Jason Fostick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Need better sleep? This Labor Day weekend, upgrade to premium sleep at Mattress Firm's best sale of the year. Let their sleep experts match you with the perfect bed and get the rest you deserve. They make sleep easy. Shop Mattress Firm's best sale of the year.
Hardge here. School's back in session, so let's make sure your ride is ready. At Cover Chevy in Hutto, it's not just about the vehicle, it's about the people riding with you. Get $14,000 off MSRP on a new 2025 Chevy Silverado 1500 RST or $6,000 off of MSRP on a new 2025 Chevy Tahoe Premier. Start the school year strong with Covert Chevy, Highway 79 in Hutto, or shop CovertChevyHutto.com. Together, let's drive.
In this week's Marketers Report, Corey Marchesotto, CMO of Elf Beauty, partner of iHeart Women's Sports, talks about partnerships.
I see brands as antennas. So we send out the ELF signal, and what comes back is people who want to be a part of this story. Why are we partnering with iHeart? Because we want to advance women in sports.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia can get more people to hear your message than anyone else. For better results for every budget, visit iHeartAdvertising.com.
Now, stepping up to the plate is a household name, weighing in at roughly 115 pounds with a wingspan of 98 inches. It's Samsung.
Kid, I know it's baseball season, but this isn't what I meant when I said to incorporate sports into the company commercial.
Sorry, old man. I just want everyone to know that audiovisual consultations can make your home feel like a stadium.
That's true. Audiovisual provides stadium surround sound, huge screen video, controlled lighting, and even temperature control. On our roster, every customer is an MVP.
Sounds like audiovisual knows how to score a home run with our customers.
All right, kid, that's enough with the baseball puns.
But I'm trying to tell everyone that audiovisual is a real catch. You'll love our services.
Kid?
There's nothing coming out of left field when you give us a call. We won't break your balls.
Kid, we only have a minute.
Pitch, please. I don't need your attitude right now.
Rest assured, listeners, audiovisual is much better at installing and designing custom home theaters than we are at making jokes.
Just check our stats. Give us a call at 512-255-8678 or visit us online at avconsultations.com.
iHeart presents the Big Three Playoffs. This Sunday, the remaining 4 teams battle to make the championship in the most physical, fierce, and competitive basketball league in the world. The action starts with the Big Three Monster Energy Celebrity Game. Then Dwight Howard and his LA Riot take on Montrezl Harrell and Dr. J Chicago Triplets. The finale will see popular Miami 305 with stars MVP Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson take on Nancy Lieberman's Dallas Power. Who will make it to the Big Three Championship? The no-holds-barred action starts Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific, only on CBS.
Saving for retirement was tough enough for us.
Yes, and navigating markets can be challenging at times.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we take a disciplined approach with your investments.
Tell us more about that.
We take an active approach to money management, positioning your portfolio for opportunities we see ahead.
So all your clients get the same portfolio?
No, we tailor your portfolio to your individual goals and needs.
What about communication? We don't like being left in the dark.
We check in regularly to keep you informed on the markets and your portfolio.
Which means you'll help us stay on track.
Yes, our goal is your comfortable retirement. And as a fiduciary, we always put your interests first because we do better when you do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
From the ABA Heating and Cooling Weather Center, this is Zone Weather.
Your Austin weather, a mix of sun and clouds for your Thursday. Could see a stray shower or storm, a high of 98. Partly cloudy tonight, a low of 78. Friday, mostly sunny, a high in the upper 90s.
This report is sponsored by Straight Talk Wireless. Don't let data limits hold you back from being the gift master in the family group chat. Switch to Straight Talk Wireless and get real and limited data on a reliable 5G network. Straight Talk, available at straighttalk.com or Walmart.
The countdown to the NFL season is on while the pads are popping in camp. Get ready for the new season with iHeart, the official partner of the NFL Podcast Network.
Jim Harbaugh, how you feeling?
Oh, so excited. It's the start of the year.
Shows like NFL Daily with Greg Rosenthal.
We are going to go through the best position battles of the 2025 training camp.
Breakouts, holdouts, and fantasy sleepers. Be the first to know. Search NFL and find your next preset now. Longhorns football plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
Great stuff from Lance Gunn. Texas Longhorn, nighttime Longhorn. That's running the show. One and only. One and only Mark. World's strongest brings you world's strongest.
All right. You know what time it is? It's time for the world's strongest thing by the world's strongest. Marcus. Back then, they didn't know me. Now I'm hot. They're all on me. Guys, I want you to be all on this tape today. Because I'm coming to you with a heavy heart and a little bit less worry than I have in the last 2 years. My take today is about fantasy football.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I've not been good at it. I'm just going to go on record right now. I have not. Why are you laughing so hard like that? Because I can admit when I'm not doing something well.
That's very, very true. I'm sorry.
That's how you grow.
I was laughing.
That's how you grow, sir. But I'm going to get back to my take if you don't mind. All right. So the reason that I don't do well in fantasy football is I pick with my heart. I don't go by the statistics. I don't go by what's proven. Everything that says, hey, this is what you do, I go against it. I had the second pick in the draft. Somebody picked McCaffrey. I could have picked Saquon Barkley. I said, nope, I'm picking Bijan Robinson because he was a Longhorn. In the first 4 games, he didn't do well, and I traded him. Hardge laughs because I am quick to pivot.
Hold on, before you finish that statement.
It all makes sense now.
Now you know Mark is not afraid to trade everybody.
Everybody.
Go ahead.
Also, it all makes sense of the Bijan hate.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. So that being said, I've never, ever, nor will I pick a Philadelphia Eagle, a Washington Commander. As much as I respect Jalen Daniels, I will not pick him. My take today is fantasy football has made it very easy for people, Hardge, and Marcus, to go against their own team. There are guys that are wishing that their team, Dak Prescott is on the fantasy team of the guy you're playing. Oh, man, I hope Dak don't. I mean, I want him to get 20, 25, but I want Lamar Jackson to give me 40. You're cheering against your own teams, guys? Listen, I would rather lose fantasy than lose the team that I cheer for. Hardge, what say you?
Mark,
I'm going to suck at fantasy.
The reason why I laughed is because I've been in a fantasy league with you multiple times. I've done
well, but never won.
And I've seen the trades. I've seen the drops of players. I've seen the fact that you could be number 1 on the waiver wire, but you won't take an opposing player because you don't want to lose your fandom to the Cowboys.
I'm not gonna get them.
I understand, but your pocketbook.
It's $100. It's $100.
I need
it. And if I lose it, I lose it.
Okay.
But I am not going to sacrifice my integrity. I will not give up my love and my allegiance and my loyalty of my team for $100.
Run me my money because I am changing. I too, in the very beginning, was like you. There were certain players that I would not pick. I would not pick Ben Roethlisberger until I had to pick Ben Roethlisberger. And he helped me win championship. There were certain players that I refused.
You won last year?
Yeah, I won 2 leagues.
Right.
I won 2 leagues, by the way.
I forgot.
But I digress. This ain't about me, Mark. This is about you. And the fact that you dig so deep in the crates that you do not want championships.
What's wrong with loyalty, though?
You have become Jerry Jones. You
take that back.
You are box office. You're not trying to win the Oscar.
No.
You do not want to win a championship. You just want to be in the league and cause controversy. That is who you have become.
Oh my
Mark
God.
Henry.
You take that back.
You are now Jerry Jones
of
the fantasy
I am
football
not.
league.
I am not Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones, he is the opposite of me.
What you mean?
Jerry Jones, he will not pay his players. Me, I want who's gonna do well.
Do you want a championship? Do you want to be crowned champion of your fantasy football league, or do you want to continue to be in the middle of the pack and go 8-8 to get into the playoffs every single year?
I want to win this year.
You have become the Dallas Cowboys of fantasy football. Maybe
so if I get a top 4 pick,
yes,
and I pass up a
Bijan Robinson,
Saquon Barkley, then I'm shooting myself in the foot. You say?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
you don't even have a foot.
Man, I hope
you are hooved over here.
I hope I'm the one with the pick after you.
Exactly.
Oh man,
that's why everybody sits there.
Okay,
and like,
I promise.
Mark picking?
I make this promise to the fantasy football world. This year, I will set aside my allegiance, and if Jalen Daniels is there, I'll get him. If I get a number 1, number 2, because if you don't get a number 1, number 2, you're not going to get Saquon.
Correct. So you're hoping you don't get you want to be number 3, number 4, so it's already down, so you don't get put in that position.
I can't. Oh my gosh, this is painful.
Mark,
just to think about it. I'm serious. I just took it.
Yeah, that was
Mark,
a deep breath.
Here's the advice to you. You take those guys, just don't play against the Cowboys. Because when they playing each other, you can just root for them just murdering each other.
No, because this is the problem. And I'm glad you brought that up. Because the thing
if they win the game, he has a good game and they win, then the Cowboys get kicked out of the playoffs. Then what?
I'm gonna do this. This is what I'm gonna do. I apologize for calling you Jerry Jones. I'm apologize for that. You are now the Cincinnati Bengals. You don't do well in the first month of the season, so you get rid of your players.
Oh my God!
Wait! No, he doesn't even get the players.
No, he gets them. He's traded Bijan Robinson.
Well, I'm talking
because he didn't have a good first 3 games.
He's not drafting Saquon Barkley though. He's not paying his players. He is the Bengals.
Bijan was your favorite running back's favorite running back. How about that? Just so you know.
But I love Bijan.
Obviously, your loyalty ran short because you got rid of him.
Man, he got to get
it. You.
He's got to do just like the Bengals. Get off to a better start.
Hey, that dude finishes strong. It ain't how you start; it's how you finish. Because they don't give trophies away.
I'm gonna draft him again. If he's there, why are you saying no? You can't tell me what to do with my fantasy team. You're not my daddy.
We're not allowing you.
You Jazzy's daddy.
I'm gonna call whoever's in your league and tell him punish him.
You're horrible.
We'll close out the show and send you to Dan Patrick. Texas women played basketball yesterday. Hey, Mark. Roy Harmon played yesterday.
Did she do
We'll
that?
talk about it right here on the Morning Kickoff on Sports Radio, AM 1300, The Zone.
The voice of the Horns. Craig Way on 1300 The Zone. Weekdays at 2.
Listen to something authentically Austin, the JB and Sandy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
There's a crash on Highway 71 at Vale Divide, causing some minor slowdowns. Looking onto Loop 360 going southbound, construction work is adding to your morning drive between 2222 and Westlake Drive, causing about a 10-minute slowdown. And there's a 15 to 20-minute out of your commute on I-35 northbound due to stop-and-go traffic between Highway 45 and William Cannon. I'm Jason Fossick with a look at Austin area traffic.
This report is sponsored by eBay. Swapping out your tires? There's nothing like it. With eBay, you find the feel you're looking for, from smooth highway rides to grip for rough terrain. Get all the tires you need at the prices you'll love. eBay. Things people love.
After 48 years, Factory Mattress is going out of business forever. Over $15 million worth of world-class mattress brands must be sold immediately. Up to 80% off at Austin and San Antonio's largest independent mattress retailer. Everything must go, right down to the bare walls. Tempur-Pedic, Sealy, and Stearns & Foster. No interest financing is still available. The Factory Mattress going out of business sale is happening now at all 14 locations. Don't miss it.
It's time to warm up that scoreboard and get ready to bring home the win with Specs.
Specs has you covered with lower prices on all your favorite fan fuel. From craft beer, rare spirits, and world-class wine to chips, dips, and gourmet finer foods. And with same-day delivery when you order online or through the app, Specs is your MVP for the biggest score of the game. At Specs, the fun starts here.
Here's to you, cheers to savings.
Start your weekend early with Thrifty Thursday at Dell Diamond, presented by Fire Trail Protection Systems. Each Thursday home game features savings with ticket, food, and beverage specials. Visit RoundRockExpress.com for details and tickets.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 a monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at tmobile.com.
Liz went from being interested in true crime to living true crime.
My husband comes back and he's shaking. And he said, your dad's been killed.
This is Hands Tied, a true crime podcast exploring the murder of Jim Melgar.
I was just completely in shock.
Open your free iHeartRadio app, search Hands Tied, and listen now.
Hey there, local business owner. Ready to make some more money? Whether you own an auto shop or a dinner spot, Valpak Direct Marketing can help you do just that. All bells and whistles are included. So you advertise when and where it counts to reach new customers that spend more. Measurable results, proven reach, zero guesswork. That's Valpak. Visit valpak.com/advertise to see if you qualify for a free mailing. That's VALPAK.com/advertise. Let's grow.
iHeart presents the Big Three Playoffs. This Sunday, the remaining 4 teams battle to make the championship in the most physical, fierce, and competitive basketball league in the world. The action starts with the Big Three Monster Energy Celebrity Game. Then Dwight Howard and his LA Riot take on Montrezl Harrell and Dr. J Chicago Triplets. The finale will see popular Miami 305 with stars MVP Michael Beasley and Lance Stevenson take on Nancy Lieberman's Dallas Power, who will make it to the Big Three Championship. The no-holds-barred action starts Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific, only on CBS.
There's a lot of uncertainty in the world, but one thing's for sure. You need a PC you can rely on. Whether it's for school, gaming, or whatever your next chapter holds, Lenovo.com has the tech to help you succeed. Shop PCs right now at Lenovo.com during their back-to-school sale, where students can save more when they sign up for a Lenovo education account. Free shipping, easy returns, flexible financing. That's Lenovo.com.
Lenovo. Longhorns basketball plays here on Sports Radio AM 1300 The Zone.
If you missed any part of the show, get over to our podcast page, wherever you get your podcast. But we refer you to the iHeartRadio app. Get over there to it for AM 1300 The Zone. You can also preset us as number one on that app. Anything that's happening, it'll pop up. You'll be ready to go. You can do the podcast as number 2. If you missed our guy Lance Gunn, who we are fighting for number 16. Number 16, Lance Gunn. Another number 16 is a good friend of mine and went to high school with my wife, OJ McClintock. OJ, one of the dopest ones that was out there. I was getting calls about him a long time ago when I was playing baseball. OJ, shout out, brother. And then also Michael Taft. You had Arch Manning, so James Street, so many number 16 that are out there in that opportunity.
16 got a lot of love.
Got a lot of love, and I appreciate that doing what he's doing because you can tell he's still very engaged with the program and what's going on with the program. I'm gonna play some sound from Cincinnati Bengals since we were talking about him in just a moment. But right now, I want to talk a little bit about Texas women's basketball. A lot of you may not have known. Texas women went to Toronto, and they are playing in the Global Jam. And yesterday they defeated Puerto Rico 85-45. And you got a chance to see some new people that got a chance to play. A lot of new players got that opportunity to come in and knock down buckets. Ashton Judd, she connected on 4 3-pointers, which is going to be huge for this Texas women's basketball team.
Texas hit 4 threes?
She hit 4 threes
one player?
by herself. She's the transfer from Missouri. Jordan Lee, she played well. So the starting lineup,
That's my girl.
Yeah, the starting lineup for the University of Texas women was Kyla Oldacre, Justice Carlton, Jordan Lee, Madison Booker, and Rory Harmon. So they all got a chance to get some run. 4 players had double digits, led by Justice Carlton, who had 18. Carlton was 6 of 11 and had 7 rebounds. Kyla Oldacre, 17 points, 11 rebounds. Ashton Judd, who I just talked about, had 4 3-point field goals with 15 points. And Taya Sedbury had 10 points. She, too, is another transfer. She was at Boston College. So she's 6'1". So Texas had some players that were out there that were doing some amazing things. And you notice I didn't have to say Rory Harmon. I didn't have
Madison
to say
Booker.
So that is what this development part of this team is. Texas forced 34 turnovers. 34 turnovers in this matchup. So
it's hard to win when you turn the ball over 34 times.
And they will take on Canada tonight at 7:00 Central Time.
Canada's no slouch, bro.
No, they are going to be ready to play. So that was outstanding stuff by the Texas women. As I said, they beat Puerto Rico in the Global Jam.
How did Rory Harmon do?
85-45. And Rory didn't play that long. So she was just out there. But she did say she felt comfortable moving around without the brace. And being able to play the game. I think she played like 14 minutes. So.
I made an apology to Rory.
You did. We were proud of you. You're taking steps.
I'm trying to be better.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mark, about you. We were talking about the Cincinnati Bengals and what's going on with them and them being able to get off to a fast start. They have struggled throughout this time. They don't have Trey Hendrickson, but they finally signed their guy, Shamar Turner, the defensive end from A&M. Texas A&M, who was holding out because they were trying to put some language in.
They tried to pull the
contract,
okie doke on him.
and he wasn't falling for the banana in the tailpipe. But he almost got sent home yesterday because he did the ultimate no-no. And one of the offensive linemen for the Cincinnati Bengals was not happy with him.
Get pumped in a practice. Not many. It is what it is. We got to be better up front.
Is that what warranted the response?
Yes.
I mean, now obviously you don't want what happened today or anyone to touch Joe, but overall, do you like the kind of edge Shamar brings to the defensive line?
Hell yeah. Just be smart. And it's a great rush. I have to see it. I was on the other side of the line of scrimmage, but great player. But come on, man. That's all our hopes and dreams right there. We got to be better, too. That's on us.
He was a little upset because they got too close to Joe Burrow, hit him towards his knee, and
Joe didn't get hurt.
He did not. But it was a little too close for comfort. And the problem is, if you see the video of Shamar, he was falling. And he wasn't trying to go low.
Right.
He was falling because he was trying to get past the lineman. Now, in defense, he did say, we have to be better up front as an offensive line so nobody gets to jump.
Not get to him.
Exactly. But
and he did acknowledge the fact that, hey, he got by on somebody else. It wasn't me. I was on the other side.
He said, I didn't get to see it yet, but I'm going to have to look at it because it wasn't on me. But the funny part, not funny, but the part that really stood out to me was the fact he said, that's our savior. That's our hopes and dreams.
Without him.
Yeah, we got no shot.
It's
Zach
not
Taylor,
even a sandwich. like he's the bread and the meat.
Yes.
We're
yes.
just lettuce and tomatoes and onions without him.
That is not gonna go down like that.
Why I just had to bring it back to food.
I mean, you always bring it back to food. If you've ever listened to this show,
well, at least it was a sandwich.
Yes, you know what that's all about. So
I'm hungry.
For a shocker. For me to understand this right now, when we start to look at what's going on with this team and Joe Burrow, you got Jamar Chase, you paid T. Higgins, you have everything offensively that you could possibly want.
So they got Stewart now. Why don't they just pay Hendrickson? Now you got two really good ends.
And that AFC North, you need everything for that. Think about that division and who's in it and how you have to fight everything in every step of the way. Joe, say it ain't so, Joe. For Mark Henry, for Marcus, I'm Hardball Hardge. We will have a feel-good football Friday. Tomorrow, we'll talk Dallas Cowboys because we'll have our guy Tommy Yarsh joining us. We'll also have Ann Parker Coleman talking about high school football and, of course, the Texas Longhorns. For Marcus, I'm Hardball Hardge. And just remember this, don't believe everything you see because even salt looks like sugar. Peace.
Are you a business owner, CEO, or responsible for marketing?